on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and
Let's go.
taken.
Let's do this. Down. 70. Indy.
I'm trying to collect.
Shift.
The
Shoot.
first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of
Nothing.
5.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Recon, 132 fighter. Come. Check 5.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the...
Bernardrick McKinney on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On the ready.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Third down, they'll throw with stick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
They
now,
can't
after the
stop
punt
us.
on that play, we've
They
got a man down on the
hold
field.
us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
We'll step aside. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
Boys. Let's go.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Record. Out.
From the gun, here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, 59. Hey, alert. Mike's 50. Watch the run. Smoke. Mike 50. Coming this way. Here we go.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Go!
27 yards there, a 1st down.
First down, Texans.
Mike,
so the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Y'all playing the wrong foot.
Check 15. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Check 49.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Man, I got you.
Times on this opening drive, can't connect there.
Hey, 59!
Win the rep. Let's go, right here.
Charlie. Hey, we gotta snap it.
2.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. I mean, officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
This fielded at the 2. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and making the 40-yard line.
But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
On the double.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Tight end right.
First drive,
we got three down.
I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game.
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They give to Johnson going right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10.
Now,
Now Hackenberg. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him. Able to bring him to the ground.
Sack,
the
baby.
Clemson product,
Sack.
DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync.
It's just me and you.
Throwing, Hackenberg. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Mike,
Ended
55.
up making a nice play,
right there in the
even
middle.
though it was
55.
complete.
You better be afraid of me.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
Hot. Big grip.
First down throw for Hackenberg.
I got you, boy.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so it just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
A second down throw for Hackenberg. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
18 Gator.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go.
Ready?
Here's Hackenberg. He gets it left side to Johnson. It'll be a gain of 9.
Your trip ends here, baby. Your trip ends here.
And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Keep playing hard.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking to be a threat.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what?
All day, baby, all day.
Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now, fighting for everyone possible to secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Keep throwing.
52's the mic.
Timing
Come on, baby.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And this is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground.
I got you.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
You're all mine.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick.
One deep left side here. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Lions take
There we go.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Target.
Fire. On the toss, here's Johnson.
Run.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Yeah, baby.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
We saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
You must be dreaming.
That one 28 yards
Let's
on
go,
the ground.
boys. Let's go.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all loving on defense. Able to stop this guy.
Come on, switch it.
Unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That throw good
Last
for 4.
stop.
It's second down.
Stop.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down, it's Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
Hey, wahoo. Hit it.
On 3rd down, Hackenberg. And that is incomplete.
Started to look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all state quarterbacks, receivers.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact.
Ready,
and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Check 41.
From the 24,
Let's
they'll
set a
go
tone,
again on
fellas. Let's
2nd
set
and
a
10.
tone.
Deep river.
To throw, Hackenberg.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Johnson was the intended receiver.
All day, baby. All day.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Reset.
Check Mike.
18.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Watch the run.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Let's go, fellas.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
D-line, get that quarterback.
Safe.
Alert.
Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
All day, baby.
The competition comes up in so many
day.
different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw the first one of this game.
Rush in.
Alert.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
50's the mic.
Here we go.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson being chased out left. Throw deep left side. This is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kahale wearing his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the ability to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive back. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
the Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception.
Ready.
Cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't
He wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready. Again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check.
We'll see how they attack him here.
Go. Run.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching teams that have enough confidence to run the football.
Hey, you got 3 down.
It's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
41 to
Nightmare for the defense.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now he doesn't catch it,
baby.
he
That's
picks
baby
up
stop.
additional yardage after it.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's
Coming
ready.
up at halftime,
90
we'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. Coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL, and he and Jonathan Coachman both watching the line.
No doubt about it.
He's stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
That's it, baby. We're going to
12
work.
more yards there and another first down.
Break. 41
So
Mike.
first and 10
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Check it back.
They'll run it with Johnson. Benardrick McKinney there to make the
Easy
stop.
work.
You ready?
Easy work.
3
It's
yards
coming
on
again.
that last
Blue
carry.
draw
Here's
forfeit.
second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Get it.
Now Hackenberg. His throw incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I
On the
love how
set.
you put it
Hey,
together.
Haywood.
The front and back
Mike.
working in sync.
Let's go, defense.
Only way to
Our
play good
time.
defense.
It's our time.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5.
Switch up.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now.
Hackenberg from the gun. Third. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It'll be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
I'm going to come back to you. Hit it.
Now Hackenberg on 4.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And that is going to be incomplete.
Get ready,
It looked
get
like
ready,
he had
get
it
ready.
and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half. So this is a golden opportunity. Go down there and put up a couple of sixes.
Don't be scared of it.
Swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15. First down. Now Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering now. This defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Following the interception, here's Hackenberg. Smith catches left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First and 10 at the 36.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
Lee Griffin.
First down, Hackenberg. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
Brings up second and 3 at the Texans' 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
Three receivers head
Gator.
out right, one to the left on second and 3.
Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, Alpha.
Bang. Shift.
Let's go.
Hackenberg. Under pressure there, and Hackenberg is sacked. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
Here we go,
The
here we
Lions
go.
on third down,
60 yards.
lacking much
Okay,
success,
dog.
just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
20.
Hey, seam 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Ready?
I'm coming after you.
Now. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Marvin Jones. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And this will probably be the last play of the
I
quarter.
got you.
Hey, 54. Light 22. He's
The final shot
Silver,
before the break. Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards.
Touchdown,
and the
baby.
Texans
Touchdown.
push further out in front. You've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
ready.
The Lions
18,
offense
Gator.
ready to kick off their next
go, let's
drive.
get this ball back,
They
put
have
on.
the ball here for the
Travel.
inaugural
Check
drive of the
31, check
second half.
31.
Big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something
That's
more
it,
important
baby.
than it actually is.
Down.
I don't want to
10
create
too
more
soft.
hype than what is there.
Come.
But this is a real
got
I'm
double
doing
tight.
it, though.
Double
This is a
tight.
Five.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Scripting
You ain't
plays
going
to start a
nowhere.
game.
Run,
A
run,
lot
run,
of them
run.
script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something
Good
that
work,
they
boys.
expect
Let's
to
go,
get them
let's
into
go.
the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a
Let's
good
go.
one for
10
him.
Lobo.
12 yards there and a
Protein
first down.
spill.
From the 34
Don't
now,
let him
here's first
breathe.
and 10.
Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe.
Good up. Check 26, check 26.
He's
coming, he's coming. We got
So
double
he
up,
got
double
free
up.
at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the
I'm
pickup
gonna
there.
hit you
That'll bring up a
all
second
day,
and 9.
baby.
Here we go.
The
Set.
run only got
70,
a yard. Here's
Indy.
second and 9.
Here we go.
At the 30.
Joker.
General West.
On the ground, this is Johnson.
Run.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
All day.
Ready,
It's
ready.
a first down on a
50,
gain
plant.
of 10.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Get it.
Defense, let's
Carry here
go.
for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind
That's
the line.
what I'm talking about.
It's
Nice
a loss
hit,
of
boy.
a yard there, and it's second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
They'll throw now with Hackenberg.
You ain't going nowhere.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais
You
Campbell
see me?
able to
You
get
see
in there
me?
for his
They
second
can't
sack
stop
of the
me out
afternoon.
here.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it
Set.
normally is.
Let's go.
Not
go.
a lot of positive
15
grades will be
line.
handed out
15
thus
line.
far.
Let's go.
Need something
G,
from
tighten
deep
up.
in the bag of tricks here after first and second down.
Mike 29.
Backwards, it's
All
third
day,
and
baby,
very
all day.
long. He goes full extension, and he's got it. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
On the ready.
Still just the third
Hey,
quarter, but they've
Corbin.
got to make something
watch your
happen. I
leg.
think they know that. They're
29
going
is
for
the
it
Mike.
on fourth.
Mike 29.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Again,
Back
turn
and
you
forth,
up.
throw it on fourth.
Don't get nervous.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7
let's go.
yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good
On the
one.
double.
Hackenberg now.
Mike 29.
10 of
All
17
day.
throwing the
All
ball.
Two
He's
jet
got a
bombers.
first and
Two
10.
jet bombers. Lead grip. Lead grip.
Watch the shit.
He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync
Let's
now.
go,
They
boys.
got
Bring it
another
up.
first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Set. Ready.
Mike.
8. Read.
Too little, cupcake.
Double tight, double tight.
Set. Go.
3 down.
Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And taking it to the 15-yard line
Let's go,
before
let's
he's
go,
brought
let's go.
down. That's a 12-yard gain
94.
now on back-to-back
Check,
plays.
Pilot. 64. Weak.
Took till the second half, but
Kill,
finally
kill,
a red
kill.
zone
Ready, ready.
opportunity here. They got a first and 10 at the 15. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second
30
and 3.
base.
41 Mike.
61. Matchbox lights.
Let him know.
Hey, Delta.
Let him know.
2.
There's a 20 carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A
Go
gain
now.
of 5,
60
good enough for the first down.
6-6. Bullet high.
First and goal,
Tackle.
and they
5.
got to get a chance to get right back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Kerryon Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score.
Here we go,
So
here we
the
go.
Lion offense
18
staying
Gator.
on the field
Here
as
we
they're
go.
going to
Let's
try
bring
for
it.
2.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring
From
it.
the gun, Hackenberg to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, If you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Big series right here. So we got to step it up. 50's the mic.
50 points down. He's coming.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Hey, 59.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
26.
Check. Lucky.
Down, let's go.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Going to throw right side here. Complete. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Houston.
That's it, baby. That's it.
79
That's it, baby.
yards. And the
We got it all
Texans
day
push
up in here. We got it all
in
day.
front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
We playing to win. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their
Let's
next
get that ball,
drive.
D. Let's get that ball right here. Check.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
You don't want no problem.
I call that play
You
a
don't want no
success.
problem
A
with
nice
me.
inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Down.
The first down run got
Gator.
5. Here's
Win
second and 5.
championships, baby. Check safety.
80 weapon. Get it.
Again, it's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go
Definitely will.
anywhere.
10-2 soft.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Down.
Now Hackenberg. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Johnson running right. J.J. Watt the one that gets him down.
On the carry. J.J. Watt on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 27.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
24. Lions 12.
Ready. 70. Indy.
Let's go.
Check 37. Check 30.
Let's go.
They go to Johnson again.
Run. Get there.
He's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Got it.
7
X3.
yards there and a first
218,
down.
chopper.
3 down.
Big grip.
In the red zone now, Hackenberg. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Come on,
The Lions passing game
41
in
Mike.
sync now.
41
They
Mike.
got another first
That
down.
QB's trash.
Let's go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle.
Mike, 4-1
Keep
Mike.
coming after them.
Go
Put
on.
the pressure
Come on,
on
D.
them.
Here's
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Ready. To Johnson
3
again.
down. Odd.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back
Oh,
to the
yeah.
15. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
It's third and goal.
Ready.
You gotta think this is likely 4-down
today,
territory
you are.
anyway,
Not
but
today.
they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal.
Shoot.
To throw is Hackenberg. This is caught. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. Fourth down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook. And a great grab on the other end.
Come on,
the field
set.
goal doesn't
50,
help.
plant.
They're going to
Blue
go
draw
for the
Corker.
6 here on 4th and goal.
I
Spot.
Here we go, Johnson.
SOS,
He's not
SOS,
gonna get
SOS.
in. They stop him at the 1. So
Keep
they
playing
really
hard.
needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back,
All
and
day,
that
baby, all day.
miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go.
There are 2 scores on the
52's the
plus
mic right here,
side.
over there,
Still
right?
time here in this
52's the
4th
mic.
quarter, but
I got you.
you really start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. And he will score. Touchdown.
Go take that victory lap. Go take that victory lap.
Now back to Porter for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Texans 24, Lions 19. Matt Raiders to kick off for Detroit.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that keeps first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Hey, 31.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Let's go, D. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
And no timeout.
Hey, 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Throw is Robinson.
You gonna
He's
see
gonna
me in your
float this one
nightmare,
deep
son.
right side.
You gonna see
And
me
that's
in your
caught
nightmare.
inside the 30. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Good job, baby. Good job.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Keeps the score Texans 30, Lions 19. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the around to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That's right.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuff.
The interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the try. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Pick, baby, all
They were
day.
looking for
Don't throw
Johnson
this
that
way.
time. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here.
Set,
Oski, everyone turned to block.
Hey, watch
find
the
the
slant.
spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's
Hey, let's get some
Watson.
penetration
That is
here.
caught.
Let's get some
Hopkins for
penetration.
the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson.
Great
4
job.
touchdown
Touchdown
passes
today.
in the ballgame. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we
The
go.
Lions offense ready to
90
kick
Wolf.
off their next drive.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across
Let's go,
midfield.
Fuddy. Mike,
He's
55.
able to rip off 32
right there in the middle,
on that
55.
one. It's a first down.
Topper.
I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, a strong run to the right reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
But
Marvin Jones, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
Ready up.
So the Lion offense
Hey,
staying
go.
on the
Check,
field
check,
as
check,
they're going to
41.
try for 2.
You're trash. You're trash.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it?
Here
When
we
they
go.
see that
Here we go.
happen, It just
Here we
doesn't
go.
feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watson will bring up the Texans here,
Mike's
50,
50, Mike's
10,
50.
right
I don't
at
think you
the
got it,
50-yard
son.
line.
At 59.
Off, Mike 50.
Hey, defense. Get up,
From the
D.
50, it's Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. 2 minutes left to play in this football
Tight
game
end right,
here
tight end
on
right.
EA Sports.
Three down.
Three down.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
Here we go.
And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these
Let's
final
go,
2
Mike
minutes
50,
away
Mike
and get out of
50.
here with a victory.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Tighten up.
25. Let him go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have
Right
enough
there.
legs underneath him. Mechanics
Dang,
might have been
baby.
off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Slam.
26.
Hey, check 24. Watch it roll. West.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the offense will get this one back.
I'm going to hit
could
you
have been
all.
catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid
can't stop
disaster.
us, baby. Every
The
time
Lions will
it's
use
a
the
set.
first of
Come
their
on,
timeouts
fellas.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time.
Let's go!
And the Lions will take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
Ready, break.
The offense now at the line, ready
Watch
for
it,
their
five.
next drive.
Let's get it
They
together,
go a long way on
defense.
their
Let's
last
get it
drive to
together.
score a touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now.
Come
and try
on,
and cut down
baby.
the length
Let's
of the drive.
go.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead.
Go
They're
now.
playing for the
30
pass
base.
first.
Great
Ball
zone
up
travel.
to the 35 now as they
That's
come
right, baby.
up
They don't
on
want it.
first and 10.
Check 24. Check.
Hey, zoom. On the book. They go.
Here's Hackenberg. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his fifth touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And now looking
Come
at
on,
the
baby,
clock
let's go.
here, they
Big
do
time.
have
Let's go,
two
let's go.
timeouts. But even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. Watson now to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch the safety creep.
Alert.
Echo.
Throwing now, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. And not totally free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Reset.
After the incomplete pass here now is second and
54
10.
down. He's coming. 54.
Bravo.
Down him, go.
Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Get ready.
And he
Get
takes
ready.
it
Get
down
ready.
deep into enemy territory.
Reset.
A big
Look at
pickup
the
there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Bullet.
Hey, alert.
Watson now to throw. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. From
Hey,
the
watch the
2
screen,
now,
watch the
second
screen.
and goal.
Watch the screen. Cloud.
Hey, 59. Hot 7.
Mike 52, Mike 52. I know, go.
Now Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play.
Let's go,
3rd
let's
and
go.
goal.
Hey, let's get this. 59.
No, check.
Right here.
And this
All
is
day.
caught.
All day,
And that
every
could
day,
seal
any
it.
day.
It's a touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
Texans 43, Lions 34.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
This.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out.
Ready?
To do.
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7.